We're a drug development company. We focus on a number of chronic inflammatory conditions where traditional drug development or pharmaceutical pathways haven't really proven to be a particularly good treatment path. Traditionally, pharmaceuticals been single molecule, single receptor. So you've got some elbow pain, that is firing off a particular receptor in the body. There will be a molecule, historically it's been an opioid, that will target that receptor either as an agonist or an antagonist to shut down the signaling and reduce your pain. What we're doing is with CBD in particular, it works across a number of different receptors within the human body. So it can target when you've got a chronic multi-system issue. So for example, CIPM, which we're looking at, tends to be a whole body issue, mainly in the hands and feet. Endometriosis as well, it tends to be within the lower abdomen, but again, multi-system. And there's some good data now coming out to show that kind of one molecule, multiple receptor model could be beneficial across a number of chronic indications. We have generated, through the way we formulate our medicines, a much stronger, I believe, a much stronger IP moat or an IP wall around the business that protects us from mimicked products. We've also ensured that the people we're working with are best in class. So from a manufacturing perspective, we know that we can produce a batch of MRX1, for example, to a consistent, replicable, safe standard that can be validated for use in pharmaceutical trials and then to be put in patients. So that's, I think, in terms of CBD in general, that's our advantage. On the chronic pain side, we have been very lucky in that we've been able to partner with Edinburgh University across these two studies and give ourselves a great head start because of the lead investigators we're now working with, the non-dilutive funding we've been able to get, and also the fact that we've been able to move straight into phase 2, which a lot of other companies haven't been able to. We're operating in areas of high unmet need. We are operating with and in partnership with real key opinion leaders in the areas that we're focusing on, and we do have that high focus, and we've got strong dilutive grant funding direct from government who want to see progress made in the areas that we're working in. We are indication first and data first, not molecule first. So the vast majority of others are taking either the cannabis plant as a whole plant or isolates of it, and a bit of a scattergun approach and trying to find what works for their particular thing. We are doing the opposite, which is more traditional. So we know that there is data that shows that CBD is useful for these things, and that's what we're going to go after. CIPN doesn't really get spoken about anywhere that we can see. It seems to be very much the unloved ugly stepbrother or ugly stepsister of cancer or oncology more generally. And so that is an area where we think we can really shed some light, make some noise and make some big waves. For HFpEF, Cardiol is a great comparator for us. They're an amazing company. They're currently valued at over $250 billion US. They're on NASDAQ, and they are using a CBD-derived formulation of their own for other types of heart failure. Endometriosis, there is a lot of publicity around endometriosis at the moment, so we feel there that we are in the right place at the right time. However, what is disheartening is that we don't seem to see many other people coming up with novel ways of treating it. There's not really a drive to innovate and generate new treatments. Everyone seems to have slightly settled on the status quo and are happy with the mix of antidepressants, painkillers, and birth control. So we're pushing at the open door.